Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome, and for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, budget videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Also, commenting, sharing, and liking this video does help my channel grow and is truly appreciated. Alright guys, so we are going to be doing 3 more layout ideas here for the HappyNichi, FobaNichi Happy Bullet Journal Skinny Classic. And as you may or may not know, I actually have this here. This half sheet notebook was gifted to me by Val of Nate's Mom Plans. I'll link her channel below. And when I first started doing my layout idea videos, I would just use them. But for a while I had 2 to 3 months in advance, and while that was good in some respects, it was bad in other respects. We can't get these half sheet notebooks here in Hawaii, so I was very thankful for it, and this is where I warehouse the layout ideas that I do with you guys here on the channel. And so let me find this page and then we'll get started. Now, while I'm looking for that page, the theme of today is actually going to be washi. I'm not going to be using any stickers per se, and I'll talk about that when I get to that point. Oh, I think it goes to this one. But I will be using washi. Now, my friend Kelly has mentioned that I have kind of given washi tape a stigma or a label because this isn't even all I have. Maybe I have 2 to 3 times more than this in this size. And then I have a whole bunch of this thin size. I love buying washi, and the original reason why I purchased washi is because in my traveler's notebooks I give washi samples. So for me, continuing to buy washi makes sense so long as I continue to make traveler's notebooks. But my usage of them in my planner has been minimal because either it seems too fiddly for me or my execution is just not that great. And so I tend to avoid it unless we're dealing with some of the wider washi like this, and then I have a greater chance of success with that. But with this and even the thinner one, not so much. But today we're going to try and work through that little hurdle and see if we can do 3 layouts with just washi and some other things, but we're not going to be pulling out any stickers. So let me take out sheets for 3 layouts. And again, thank you, Val, for this. Now this is a lined half sheet notebook. I do prefer the dot grid, and so I'll actually pull out one of those, actually 2 of those. Just because when I'm doing my spreads, the dots kind of recede into the background, where the lines, sometimes you really just need to work around them or work with them, but they're much more visible. Now, I'm hoping you can see all this. And I do have my Happy Planner Punch. I believe this is for the classic size, and so this size will be useful. But I'll put that to the side right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just choose some of the thin ones, more for the color than anything. So let's do some reds. So that's a cute one, and that's a cute one. Now I did get this from Amazon. I can find some washi here on island, but like most things, it's very minimal, and I can sometimes, or a lot of times, get better prices on Amazon. And they stick fairly well, so I'm happy with those. And then we'll pick some from here. Oh, that one's cute. And that one, and let's see if we can get one more, and that one. All right, and what I'm going to do first is just sort of go crazy with the washi. Now I'm hoping this works. Not in that the washi works, but that the vision I have in my head works. Because, you know, as you guys might know, I don't test things out before I do them. So yeah, this could be a bit of a train wreck. Now, what I am trying to avoid though is covering up those umbrellas because I am not good at that. Okay, and let's see if we can, I don't know that it makes a difference, but right now in my head it says it does. So we're just going to line up so that our lines are in kind of the same place, and then just kind of eyeball it. And we don't want to rip our umbrellas, and that'll get annoying, but I wanted to lift it so that I think it's in frame. And we'll come down. Actually, no, let's do one of these. Where did these come from? Did I take them? Okay. So this one we will do sort of, oh no, we do want it solid. So we'll have it come off like that. And of course we're not avoiding the umbrella, so go us. So let's just go for it and come down. And I can hear some of your concerns, and they're valid. What you're thinking right now is valid, but again, guys, I do have a plan. I generally have a plan. It's just whether the plan is executed in any kind of fashion, that's usually where the hang up is. And let's go. Now that's kind of bold. I might regret that, but we've already done it. So let's just go for it. Okay. That's really pretty, by the way. Definitely an Amazon one. Sometimes I wish they put the names on the inside though, just in case you may want to buy it. Now this might introduce too many colors. I know. I can hear you laughing at that comment. But I think there's just enough colors here to be all right. Okay, so stick these down, and these will actually go a little haphazard. We've tried for some symmetry with the other things, but this one we're just gonna do. To be honest, I don't think that looks bad. I mean, it's certainly not a planner spread, but with something artistic and to go in a junk journal, I think this would be fantastico. So what I'm gonna do is, I won't make you sit through me cutting all the edges off because we are not making a junk journal. We are actually making a planner spread. So I'll go ahead and do that, and once I'm done, I will bring you back. And I mean, there's no rocket science to this part. Basically, I'm just going to cut everything that sticks out past the page. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I've cleaned up the edges. Now, I cannot tell you if it was Val from Nate's Mom Plans, if it was Terry from Home with Feisty, if it was Andy from It's a Reading Thing, or if it was Kelly from Inside Hope. I'm pretty sure it was one of those ladies, but when you cover up the umbrella, I thought I either had to cut around it or pull out my punch, and I've not had success with pulling out the long Happy Planner punch. But one of those ladies just used a single hole punch. Now, Is it going to look like the others? No. But are you going to be able to put this in your planner? Absolutely. So thank you to whichever one of you ladies did that. Now, I suppose if I wanted to be super crafty and chaotic, I could just write in the spaces there, but that's not very functional. So the reason why I pulled out these dot grid is I'm actually going to punch some planner spaces. Now, I also have this, which is labels that I use for my Etsy shop, and this would actually even make it easier because I could just punch using this shapes, and then it's already a sticker and I can stick it down. But assuming that you guys don't either have label sheets or just large sticker paper, we're just gonna go with things that you probably have. Now, we're not gonna use this. This is a sticker book that was gifted to me by my friend Tamika. If you don't have this punch, but you have any of the classic sized Happy planner sticker books, then just pick a full box that you don't mind wasting, sort of. So like this, I might not use this daily reminder. Take it off, put it on either heavy cardstock or cereal box or just something sturdy, and then cut it out, and then essentially you've made your template for this. Now this is a lot faster, but if you don't have it, that's a way that you can get a size without having to use a lot of stickers, because again, you are gonna sort of sacrifice that one. And I'm hoping that this will cut through 2 pages just to speed up the process. Fingers crossed, guys. Of course, I didn't test this out beforehand. Will it not take 2 pages? Okay. So, and yay! So let me get 7 or 8 boxes and I'll bring you back. All right, so I cut it out. Now, I could have definitely been more efficient and then cut it down and get more pieces, but I actually really like that window pane effect, and so I think I'm going to save this and use it for, I don't think we're going to be using it today, but I'm definitely going to use this because I really like how that looks. So I'll put this to the side, and then I'm just going to glue these down, and there's no need to turn them over because they're exactly the same on either side. And that's how we're gonna get away with having all, oh, you don't have to turn it over, Johanna. Getting away with having all of that plaid police tape action kind of washi. We certainly do not, we certainly do not need to add any more decoration. But we still have a very functional spread. Sorry, I keep turning the pages over to put glue on the backside when there's no reason to turn it over. And every time I do it, it makes me laugh. All right, so put that down. Yay, we learned. And put that down. And those half sheets that I cut to get this were half sheets that I had cut already from a big Happy Planner sheet, because from a big Happy Planner size paper, you can get 2 half sheet sizes, versus if you cut from a classic paper, then you can only get 1. Just as a side note, if you didn't recognize what that paper was. Now that actually looks, it looks good, but it also looks plain. I don't know if that means something to you, but as bright and bold as the washi was, this certainly takes away a lot of that effect. So let's see if we can bring back some, because I don't want to edge it, because I know my skill level will not allow for that. So let's see if we can make some flags. Now this might be way more tedious than I wanna do. So you just cut a piece and then you cut a triangle out. I'm already hating this. Not the look, but the doing of. Yeah, I don't like that. So how do we make our boxes pop? I don't have a red Sharpie. There's a blue one sitting right there, but I don't necessarily want to introduce blue. I have a gray. We're going to use the gray. What is that going to look like? Yeah, let's do the gray. And let's just carefully do an edge around. I'll go ahead and do all of these and then I'll bring you guys back. Alrighty, so now some of you might have been yelling at your whatever you're watching this on, and I know why. So let me just say that definitely helped because it definitely pops up that there are going to be functional boxes here, again, Monday through Sunday. Or if you do like in my social media and business section, this can just be different functional tasks. However, the problem with pulling out a Sharpie in Happy Planner world is you can see it. No, I didn't think about that when I pulled it out. I probably could have used just a regular Sharpie pen, but I was thinking a Sharpie would have made a more darker mark on the washi, but it didn't, so it didn't matter. I could have used this. But this is actually not going to be a problem because we're going to jump right into layout 2, because this again is layout 1. I think that looks great, and I'm going to use that washi again because that's really pretty. But for layout 2, again, this is not going to be problematic, and it's actually hoping going to be a lot easier because we can cover up that issue, and we can also use some of my fun gel pens. So I've got some black paper here, and so what I'm going to do is just do some punching. Again, you can do that trick where you make your template and then you just cut out using your template if you don't have this punch. And I'm sorry for the noise. Now, just to save some time, I actually already punched some out. Now this one's going to be super easy. Something on here is sticking. Because we're going to take this super sparkly one. This is from Scotch brand. I don't know if you can see it. And all we're going to do is just put this down. And that actually doesn't look like a bad shadow, especially because we're using this. And we're just going to make it decorative. So we will line that up. We will line that up. And just so that we only have washi on the top, we'll just run a strip of adhesive. You could use wet glue so that that doesn't come down. Although if you did want a flip action, I think that would look super cute. And we're gonna just do this across. And again, we're going to take advantage of that gray mark so that it's less of a mistake and more of a decorative aspect. And I'm going to do that for both of these sheets, and then I'll bring you back. Alrighty, so I've got these down. Now it is rather plain, and yet it isn't. Now, I'm pretty sure I could not get another washi to stick on top. Let's just see. That doesn't pop enough. Yeah, I think that would lift. But again, because the whole purpose was I wanted to use my gel pens, we're going to use that for just a little bit because I wanted to try the whole blackout pages, but I didn't really want to commit and I didn't want to cut down if I didn't like it. So I think this would be a great way to test that out. But I did want to show you all of these other ones are glued down. They won't move. But if you did want to have like a little flip action, if you knew that just this wasn't going to be enough space, you instantly double your space by writing there. I don't actually ever need more than this because this here is one of my favorite layouts. So I'm just going to glue that down, but I did want to show you that option. In this gel pen set, it comes with white, silver, and gold. And I think white or silver would be perfect. And I'm hoping that it works the way I think it should. And so this, oh yeah, is Monday, and that's the silver pen, and that works a treat on this black paper. And this was just cardstock I had in my stash. So that's Monday, and let's see how the white looks on. Oh, the white looks even better. So yeah, for me, because I'm a list maker, this is definitely something that's functional. And other than these, and then my Sakura white, I don't know that I have any other gel pens, because I don't think like this, which is a gel. It's not even open. I mean, you can kind of see it, but it turns it black. Yeah, because I think you need one of those iridescent type of, yeah, so I don't know if you can see it, but it does show up. It's just, it's really dark while this just pops up. And I think between the sparkly here and the pop of this, I don't think that you would need much on the rest of the page, although you guys may have seen me do this before. But if you take a pointed like that, you wouldn't want something chiseled. And it doesn't have to be a mild liner. I know it works with mild liners, and it's here, and this is the color that I want. You can add some dots and kind of take away that blank space. And with this paper, you can also kind of make those lines recede, because you're just creating optic illusions that the dots pop and the lines don't. And all you do is just kind of stipple in the spaces. And that already, I think, gives it a nice pop. I think that looks great. And I think I might actually try this in my planner spread. And I think any dark paper would work. I don't think it necessarily has to be black. It's just something that you want your lighter gel pens to pop off of. But this is the second idea in this washi layout. Again, there's not a lot of washi, but there doesn't need to be a lot of washi. But I think that's a great way to bring in some color. I really like that sparkle, because it's not like, it's sort of like a slate gray sparkle. I think that's gorgeous. This I picked up at Walmart. All right, and we're going to go into our third one. I'm actually going to get some semblance of order, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so for layout number 3, since all of the other layouts are exactly the same with these boxes, we're going to do the same with this one. And so this is one of the things I cut out to make that first, and I'm actually just going to use this as a template rather than getting mine out. And I think this one actually works easier than tracing around because we've already got the window right there. And it's just sturdy enough that I can just keep drawing around it. Plus, I can also still use this, cut that out, and I think that looks really cute. I'm only going to put 7 boxes here. And I took off all the caps. Don't think we're going to need this again. I'll keep it on the side in reserve, but what we're going to be doing now is just fully playing with washi. Now I've just got some scrap paper here. I'm going to use the back. For this, it actually does not matter because we're just going to be layering some washi. And let me pick some. These are really pretty. This is Scotch, this is Chamois. And I want some greens. And oh, there's a green there. And that. Oh, here's another yellow. And all I'm going to be doing is just laying some strips down. And this is probably the one that's going to be the most sketchy because I think it's going to work, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm just going to put some down. There is no rhyme, there is no reason, and there doesn't need to be. So just bear with me, guys. I'm just going to fast forward through this because I want you to see it. I just don't necessarily think you have to sit in real time to do it. And then when I've got my pieces down, then I'll bring you guys back. All right, so I have this down and I really want to press that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out. And I'll cut this in half. And I'll cut that as well. Because what I want are 2 strips. And cut that. I think that looks like quite interesting. And I will cut this in. I need 7. And there. think 3 at a time. And I'll get a different scissors because I need something that's fairly sharp. I'm actually kind of looks like a popcorn, but I'm going for a piece or a flower. Now, I'm sure I should just do one at a time, but why? We're gonna do a train wreck. Let's go for the full train wreck action. And cut this out. And maybe I should have chose hearts. And it's moving, but again, I don't need these to be perfect. I want some flowers. Now, I definitely could have chosen better colors, although I don't know what it looks like, but I don't know if it'll give me the effect that I want. But, hey, that doesn't look too bad. Again, I think my color choices were not the greatest, but that's okay. And I don't know that it necessarily looks like a flower. Let's see if we can get a better flower action going on here. Yeah, it definitely looks more like a flower. And just cut these around. I won't make you sit through this, so I'm going to cut this and then I'll bring you back when I'm done. All right, for these, I'm just going to do some cutting again. These are going to be some leaves. And that one I'm just going to free cut. I'll do that one more time, or 2 more. I think I might need to do 2 more. And then I'll bring it back after I've cleaned up my desk a little. All right, guys, so this is kind of what I had in mind. Now, is this super fiddly? Oh, yeah. Can you get this done a lot quicker with stickers? Oh, yeah. But if you are looking for something that is completely custom, or if you just don't have all the stickers, then this might be a fun way. And you don't necessarily have to do this washi. You can just, color in some flowers. But I really wanted to test myself. Now, I didn't lay anything down, but I do want to try something. And because we have this little window thing, I want to lay it down there. Now, this might be a disaster. And I probably would want to start at the top and work my way down. But I think if you get a reasonable idea of where you want it, okay, well, that in and of itself does not look bad. But if we wanted to do that corner action, then we can just cut it. And glue it down. And if you've got kids who are interested in doing this, but you may not want to sacrifice your stickers to them, then you may want to just make it fun for them and have them create their own stickers. And that was, no. Sorry, if I cut the frame so that that is exposed, then I can't put anything past that or you'll see it. All right, and then that goes like that. And then we do have that little piece if we wanted to use it. I don't know that we do, but I actually think that helps it. So let me go ahead and do that to the rest of these again. I just want to show you, and then I'll bring you back and we'll talk a little bit about this. This video is going to be millions of years long. All right, guys, so I'm hoping with editing that this isn't as long as it actually is in real life, but I did want to challenge myself to do some 3 layouts using just washi. There's no stickers other than the washi, and I really like how this came out for whatever reason, and it might be the polka dots and the black, but this is totally giving me some modern Minnie Mouse vibes. This one I think is really spectacular. I'm loving the 2 colors here, and I think if you didn't want to use this as a spread, if this wasn't enough space for you, for me it's perfectly fine. I think this would make a great movie tracker. So if you are doing a bullet journal style in your Skinny Happy Planner, then you could just put here the different movies that you've seen, and this sort of gives me that thing that they use to yell cut, and I think that'd be a really good idea if you didn't want to use it as just an everyday planner spread. And this one is definitely growing on me. So for some of them I left whole, some of them I cut out. It's giving me sort of this retro 70s travel vibe, and I don't know if it's because there's some of the words from the melody sticker there, or if it's because of that and that's giving me some of like the post office mail kind of vibe, but I actually like it a little bit better than when I first started. My color choices, again, weren't the greatest, but I think this could be a very fun spread. And if you have all the things and you're just looking for something new, cool. If you have very limited supplies, I'm hoping you have, a few washi tapes, some scrap paper, and some markers, and then you can certainly do this. Thank you, Kelly, for making me think outside of the box on, putting labels on my washi. It's not that I can't use it, it's just I don't use it very well how people normally use it. So for me, I need to look out for things like this where I'm not confined by boxes and I need to be straight and everything needs to be lined up. If I can go more free form, then washi is actually a really cool idea. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. Of the 3 spreads, what is your favorite? And as always, aloha.